Hello, this is Warpath 1985 speaking, and for day 11 to 12 Days of War, as just in the Master Universe Origins, or more or less technically, Princess of Power, She-Ra, or She-Ra Princess of Power. Now, She-Ra was the first, and was also kind of like the one of the many following Princess of Power figures, because yes, many people technically always mention that, oh, Hordak and Horde are not part of Prince of Power, and oh yeah, the Snake Man not part of the Prince of Power, yeah, Well, I say no, because they actually appeared, most of them for that matter, in the She-Ra Prince of Power show. So I ask you, please stop. Stop with this weird stuff. Is there one of those things about with the Master of Origins like fandom, like, really? You really just say like, oh yeah, we don't have anything for Princess Power. Now you can't argue, yes, we didn't get any heroes, but also, no, we did. It's just those heroes didn't really sell well. I'll get to that a little later. Aside from that, She-Ra was the kind of last figure that used the old general knees, which would be replaced with a future female figures like Tila here, with these much more proper general knees. As you can tell, the motion just were changed because the knees kind of look like weird pancake-shaped armor, the thigh pads, whatever, instead of like proper knees. So yeah, it's very understandable why they changed it, but it's more just your preference, because a lot of those old figures are so preferred over the newer versions, like maybe like Tila or something like that. Aside from that, the figure itself, that being She-Ra, is obviously, more as the character, is the main character of the She-Ra Princess of Power TV show, both the original one, Filmation one, and the newer one that was released through Netflix, which I'm so kind of like, about. Some of my feelings with it, with Voltron, are like, it's not for me. It's just not for me. You cannot convince me to just watch it or whatever. I'm sorry, you can't. Aside from that, She-Ra is obviously, I forget her actual real life name. I can't remember. It's like Ilana or something like that. It might be something similar to that. I published it here. It just escapes me. I'm not really too sure why. I did remember it earlier. I believe I mentioned in the previous video her name, but I don't know. It just escapes me. Aside from that, here she is with her twin brother, He-Man, or more or less in this case, Prince Adam, who are the son and daughter of King Randor. Again, pretty cool to have all these figures here. I do also have, for showcase, some more comparisons here. So I'll get this aside before I get to the big topic. He-Man, once again, her twin brother, and obviously her ancestor, King Grayskull. And for also her arch nemesis, Hordak. So yeah, I do have most of the figures that are associated with her, except for like a few which are about to come out very soon. The last thing I'm gonna say for later because it'll be a little more interesting. Aside from that, the accessories that she does come with are her power sword, which does have actually a unique name because classics, dumb assery, because of course the guy named it. Says whatever. And then I'm not talking about it, but it's really dumb. But she has a power sword, it's not a unique version of the power sword, which is a lot more ornate, but it's still very brutal, so to describe it. She also has a shield. There goes her figure. It's a very nice shield. All these are kind of cast in this very soft, waxy type of gold. It's a very nice shield. And finally, her mask, which was reduced to more like a type of tiara, almost like that. I forget what it's called for presenting it here. It's mostly associated with, like, most recently with Warhammer Space Marine, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 with Titus, or towards this the woman weird like crown. I forget what it's called. Put the name of it here again. More just refer to it. But aside from that, she also has some more movable like accessories, which would be her very big belt, which is more just like a weird belt skirt armor. It's technically removable if you just remove like the torso, but it's also technically glued on there, so I wouldn't be recommended. Aside from that, the figure's general has a nice cloth cape, but also, uniquely, she's one of the few figures that actually has a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive variant and also a Cartoon Collection variant, was a version. She has a San Diego Comic-Con version, which came with more or less, was more based off her original toy. She just came with her battle axe or her comb, because again, the toy line was more just meant for girls who are just Barbie, so I had that weird Barbie like general aesthetics. Aside from that, it came with a bunch of other cool stuff here and there. And alongside of that, those parts were used for like a WWE figure as well. I have the character image here. And finally, we did get like a brand new version of She-Ra with the 40th anniversary / cartoon deluxe version of She-Ra, which I might be getting. I'm not perfectly sure, because I really like the cartoon version of She-Ra, but I'm just kind of fine with this version of She-Ra. It's one of the 2 times where I'm like, I don't know, I might get it. Might get like a cartoon collection version of a figure character. Aside from that, with articulation, she has a dumbbell ball joint at the head, which is somewhat limited with her massive mane. Which is her hinged shoulders, hinged elbows, hinged wrist, and swivel, which are much more just better than male figures because she has a lot more range. This is the thing with most female figures. Better kicks, both forward and back. Very nice knee bend, a calf cut, more boot cut, and an ankle rocker, and a boot cut, a ankle rocker, and a hinge. So the articulation of She-Ra is pretty good. It's basically just in general pretty much the same as most Master Universe Shield figures, as it is usually just better when compared to their male counterparts when it comes to general mold. But if you're curious, who I was mentioning earlier when it came to characters and figures that are technically associated with She-Ra Princess Power, which are gonna shock you. First is Rock-On, because if you don't know, Rock-On, if you recall quickly from my review, because I did review Rock-On when he came out for Mattel Creations. Trying to focus on here, but silver is quite bright. He was basically featured and basically only really featured for the She-Ra Princess of Power series, along with Snout Spout, who's also featured in She-Ra Princess of Power. Now, it's kind of pretty crazy that these two Master Universe characters that is appeared mainly in She-Ra Princess of Power, even got their own like general special type of episodes. So it's pretty cool that around this time when she came out and eventually her re-release came out, we actually got characters from that show. Of course, that does pretty much denounce most, basically, the general vitriol. A lot of fans are saying that, oh, we never got any She-Ra characters. We did technically, but there were basically characters that were seen in the show, but weren't technically associated in the toy line, similar to how the Horde was featured in the show, but was featured in the toy line, or weren't really considered to be part of the She-Ra toy line. Again, it's it's in general confusing to me, at least as a He Master Universe fan, because I'm like, it makes sense to me. Because how I see it is that if the character is associated or has been seen in that piece of media, then that character will be forever associated with that piece of media. In that case, for me, it will be Snout and Rockon, where yes, they are She-Ra characters, even though also yes, they were not meant to be, especially with the She-Ra cast. But since they were shown there, and then they got their own like little specialized episodes, similar to like Roboto in the Filmation's cartoon, and also I believe Manny Faces as well. He was also getting like his own unique specialized episode when he was introduced into that show. Aside from that, that's mostly it for this general review. I don't have particularly else to just say about She-Ra. Other than that, it's a pretty good figure. You can still technically get it off of some various stores here and there. So far, it's being sold out and phased out for the Kaiju Collection version. It's perfectly fine because I think the Kaiju Collection version is somewhat of a better figure, which I also recommend that figure as well if you want to get a more cartoon accurate version. But do be wary, since most of the Kaiju Collection figures are about like 8 inch. Approximately a half inch or mostly a whole inch taller than their orange counterparts, so it will look kind of a little strange. But again, it's supposed to depend on you. I will probably not really get it. I might also technically get it for maybe a display or whatever, maybe a Snake Mountain. I don't know, just my general relationship with the He-Man Business Power figures are kind of like in general. Aside from that, one more thing that I almost forgot to mention, because somewhat minute, would be the mini comic that was packed in with She-Ra, which was the Dimensional Doom, which is the final culmination of this general arc in the film, not Filmation, but more as mini comics for. Basically, what it was all about was Skeletor finally harnessed the power to travel across the multiverse, across general dimensions and etc. In which, of course, Zodak, since he's a comic enforcer, he tries to stop him and almost succeeds, because he, of course, summoned good old She-Ra to assist He-Man, and also good old Roboto. And also you see the back here that we see the rest of the figures are released alongside with She-Ra, which was nearly release of He-Man and Skeletor, Roboto, Zodak, and Merman, which I believe I reviewed Roboto earlier in the channel. I'm not particularly sure. Maybe I did, I don't know. Besides that, all these figures in general have, because all of them were part of the first general wave of the fan favorites general line, because if you don't know, that general wave was very hard to get for some reason. I got She-Ra, or my first version of She-Ra, that is, but that actually lost that She-Ra when I had her on the ground, because I was rearranging my display. I didn't realize it because I had to go back to deal with a meeting that I was on, but I didn't know was that my dog actually got to that She-Ra and destroyed it. As I look at this replacement afterwards, but yeah, I was pretty not in a good mood after that. Aside from that, that's all for this review. Like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I should see you for day 12.